Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the very first, not the next, but the first in my language games series. What I'm going to do in this series of classes is this. In this class, we're going to play a light, fun game to practice a key language skill from one of the previous classes during the week. So I'm going to try to pick out something that I saw people having difficulty with in my other 9 classes. And in this, my 10th class of the week, we're going to try to turn it into a kind of game. We get extra practice, and you'll have fun doing it. In today's class, we're going to revisit my conditional mysteries, practice conditionals, and solve a crime. I'm going to give you different situations, crimes. These are kind of lateral thinking problems. You've got all of the clues you need. If you use your conditionals in the right way, you'll figure them out. You'll figure out the crime. Okay? So in this class, what I'm going to do is share a document with you, which you're just going to take a look at on the screen. And I'll explain how this works in just a minute. There we go. And what we're going to do is this. If you want a copy of this, you can have it. But basically, we're just going to share the screen like this. If I scroll down a little bit, there's a table of contents here. We're going to start off by just remembering or reviewing what conditionals are. And then we'll go through the rules of the game really quickly. The basic idea is that you're going to use conditionals to solve a murder mystery. Okay? So we'll go through this all in a minute, and we're going to pick from one of the ones we've done before, because I haven't done this in so long that they're probably going to be new to you. Okay? And then I'll give you an example. So before we get started, let me just say hello to everyone. So right now we've got Lena. Hello, Lena. How are you?
Hi, John Eric. I'm fine. And you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice to see you again.
Yes.
And Giancarlo as well. Welcome back, Giancarlo. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, John. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, and then we've got Mr. Ahmed. How do you say Ahmed or Ahmed? How do I say your name?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. How are you, Ahmed?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
Very good. And where are you from?
Egypt.
You're from Egypt. Okay, fantastic. Nice to have you.
Okay.
And who else do we have here? We've got Frank. Welcome back, Frank.
Hello.
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 Hello, Frank. And we've got Vanan. Hello, Vanan. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Vanan. You know, if you want a copy of this document that I'm going to share with you on screen, you can open it here. You don't need to, but if you want to, you can. This is going to be a little murder mystery, so I'm going to write it for you on the screen, and if you want, you can keep a copy of this and review it later. So first, let's go to the rules of the game. Here's how it works. You have to ask a yes or no. You have to ask yes or no questions to solve the mystery. Each mystery gets 2 yes or no questions per person in round 1. You have to give evidence. In round 2, well, I don't know if we're going to go with 2. We might go with more than 2. Maybe we'll go with 5. 2 seems a little short. In round 2, you can ask WH questions, but this time you're asking to each other. So in round 1, you're going to ask me the questions, and I know the answer, but I can't tell you the answer. If you say, did the man, what did the man do? I can't answer that question because it's not a yes or no question. But in round 2, you can ask that question, but only to each other, because you're going to begin to speculate about what happened. And then in round 3, these are all going to go really fast. Then in round 3, you have to use your conditionals to explain your final hypothesis. What might have happened, what could have happened, what should have happened, or maybe what might happen, what could happen, what should happen if you're talking about cause and effect. Okay, first of all, let's be clear about what a conditional is. So if I go down just a little bit here, oh, where's my links? I've got to go back up. Okay, so let me just review what a conditional is, and then when we do this, you can use this as a guide to help you, okay? And I'll be here helping you with language too. By the way, let's say hello to a new face, Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Haven't seen you before. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
And where are you from, Sandra?
I'm from Spain.
Whereabouts in Spain? It's a big country.
Yeah, I'm from Madrid.
From Madrid.
It's a nice weather now. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, nice to have you. So, let's just do a quick review of what conditionals are. On the screen, what I'm showing you is the 4 major forms of a conditional sentence. There's basically only this. There's a little exception. You can mix them up, but basically there's 4 forms. And the way I think you should look at it is like this. There's a building block. There's real conditionals and unreal conditionals. And then you can change those to make a really real conditional or a really unreal conditional. And we number them like this. The real conditional is called the first. The unreal is called the second. The really real one, where there's no speculation at all, is called the 0. And the really unreal one, which is about the past, is called the third. So in grammar books, you'll see 0, first, second, and third conditional. And the formula for those conditionals is right there on the screen. Okay? Now, that's the formula, but that doesn't help very much. We need to see what they actually are. So here is a real conditional. Okay? Lena, could you read that for us?
Yes. If I play the lottery again, I'll end up losing more money.
Right. So, if you play the lottery today, you'll end up losing money in the future. Okay? And Lena, what's the verb tense in the first part and what's the verb tense in the second part, just to be clear? Do you know the names of those verb tenses? Hello, Lena?
Yes, in the first part, it's present.
Mm-hmm. Present simple, we say.
Present simple.
That's right.
And in the second part, it's future tense.
Yeah, we call that the future simple, actually.
Future simple.
Yeah. Don't worry if you don't know the names. I just wanted to see if you did, and if you didn't, I would tell you. What I really want to show you is this. The present simple in the real conditional, or the first conditional, it's in the condition. The left side is called the condition. The right side is called the result. So the formula is this. Present simple in the condition, future simple in the result. And that is the first conditional or the real conditional. Okay. Now, Van N, tell me something. What do you think this would look like as a second conditional, an unreal conditional?
So the second conditional would be if I played the lottery again, I would have ended up losing more money.
Would have or just would?
Would have.
Are you sure about that? You're absolutely sure?
Yes.
Are you 150%
no.
sure?
Sorry. If I played the lottery again, I would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, don't be too sure because it's not would have. It's just would in the second part. So let's take a look. I gave you a different sentence, though. Read it for me, Van N.
Yeah. If I ever lost more money, if I ever lost more money, I'd never be able to forgive myself.
Right. So it's would never, right? I would.
Yeah.
Okay? So the result, to make it simple, just think about it like this. In the condition, then what tense is that in the condition? What tense?
In the condition, the simple present, the present simple.
Ever
The
lost?
lost. Oh no, the past
Simple
simple.
past.
Yeah,
Right.
simple past. Yeah.
Past simple or simple past, same thing, yeah. And
Yeah.
the result, to make it easy, just remember would. There's a name for it. It's called the subjunctive, but don't worry about that. Just say would. And it's would plus the base form of the verb. So if the verb is, if the verb was going somewhere, the base form would be go. If the verb was had or will have, the base form is have. So the base is just to go, take off the to, and you get go. To be, take off the be, and you get be. To talk, take off the to, and you get talk. So the base is always just the infinitive without the to. So would and the base. Okay. So those are the first two, and I said you can make a really real conditional. So let's see. Now, Giancarlo, if I was going to make a zero conditional, a really real conditional, actually, I'm not sure which I have next. Maybe I have the really unreal next. I'm not actually sure. Let me cheat for a second, because I don't remember which comes next in the slide. Give me just a second here. So let's go first with the. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. Let's go with the really unreal, what we call the third conditional. Okay. So Giancarlo, what do you think the difference would be there? Before I turn the slide. The third conditional. This means that you're talking now about the past.
Uh-huh. I think it's past perfect. I think so.
You're right. Past perfect.
Past perfect.
Mhm.
If I had lost
Right.
money, for example,
Good. Yep.
I would have
Mhm.
been able to. I think it's in the first one, in the first part of the sentence is
In
past
the
perfect.
condition. In the condition, past perfect.
In the condition, past perfect.
And in the result?
In the result, is the would. In the second is would, could, should. I think so. It's a modal.
Plus what?
Plus present perfect.
That's absolutely right. All right, and you can remember it in a simple way. Past perfect, result, would have. Would have, could have, should have. Let's take a look. Can you read this for me, Giancarlo?
Sure. If I had played my dog's birthday last lottery, I'd have won.
I'd have won. So if I had only known that my dog's birthday would be the lottery number, I would have won. Oh, why didn't I do it? This is about the past. I can't go back in time and change it. So the really unreal conditional, or the third conditional, is always about something you cannot change in the past. There's one more. What about the really real conditional, the zero conditional? Does anyone want to take a guess about the zero conditional? I'll give you.
Yes.
Okay, you'll try.
In the zero conditional is present.
It is present. The result is in the present. Okay, so let's take a look. There it is in the chat window, and let's take a look. Boom. Jose, read that for me.
Whenever I mention that my dog doesn't forgive me.
That's right. My dog knows that I didn't play his birthday on the lottery. Whenever I mention that, my dog doesn't forgive me. My dog is not a very forgiving dog. And that's it. That's the zero conditional. It's for facts, not really for hypothesizing. Okay. Now,
if you freeze water, it turns ice.
Exactly. If you freeze water, it turns to ice. If you heat water, it boils. It's for facts. So, out of all these conditionals, which conditional are we going to be using to play this game? This one. Probably you're going to use the third conditional more than anything else. Okay, so I'll go back to this later to help you out, but keep that in mind. And now let's go to our game, okay? Remember, there's 3 rounds. First, yes and no questions, which you can ask me when I tell you the mystery. WH questions you can ask each other to help speculate and figure out what happened. And then giving the conditional about explaining how to solve the mystery, okay? We're going to try it right now. Let's go to today's mystery. Let me go forward here. This is the last class mystery to today's mystery. I'm going to do not this one. I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do one that I've done before, but you all are new here, so you probably haven't seen this one. Give me just a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. You know what? It would be great if I could find the one I want to do. Hold on. Yeah, okay. We'll do this one. Give me a second here. Okay. By the way, these are pretty morbid. I apologize in advance. If you're squeamish, you might not like this one. Okay. I need to get a reader. Who's going to read for us? What do you think? You're new, Sandra. Can you read today's mystery?
Yeah, I can. A woman came home with a bag of groceries, got the mail, and walked into the house. On the way out to the kitchen, she went through the living room and looked at her husband, who had blown his brains out. She then continued to the kitchen, put away the groceries, and made dinner.
I can even add made dinner for her kids, and they ate it and laughed. Okay, I'm going to give you, how many people are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to give you, let's start with 6 yes and no questions. So to solve the mystery, you've got to ask me a question, but I can only say yes or no. Sandra, ladies first. Remember, I know the answer. You need to ask me a yes or no question to try to figure out a clue about what really happened.
Okay, could you scroll a little? Yeah, okay, please.
So remember, you can't say, what was the woman thinking? I can't answer. But you could say, you could try to figure out what's happening in the room, or what happened before, what happened after, by asking yes or no questions. So Sandra, give us our first yes or no question.
Okay, but I have a question before. What does it mean, had blown his brains out?
Ooh, that's a very important point. Class, what's another way to say he blew his brains out? What's another way to say that, class?
To amaze someone.
Not in this case.
No.
No. If you blow someone's mind, you amaze them. But if you blow out someone's brain, you shot them.
Oh.
So what did he do, Sandra? What did the husband do? If he blew his brains out, what did he do?
Told her that she should shut up? Or?
No. Look at the chat window. If you blow someone's brains out, it means you shot them. See that in the chat window? The Verbling chat window?
Yeah, I cannot see it because I'm with a tablet and it doesn't work. But...
Okay. So, to blow your brains out means to shoot yourself with a gun in the head. He shot himself in the head.
Okay.
He blew his brains out. So the question is, how could she just walk past him and make dinner for the kids? That's today's mystery.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the answer. I know what really happened. You have to figure it out in round 1 by asking yes/no questions. Sandra, start us off.
Okay. Okay. Did she know before what was gonna happen?
No.
I mean,
Before
no. Okay.
what was going to happen? You mean
Regarding her husband, yeah. If she know that
if she
he's
knew
gonna shut down himself.
if he's going to blow his brains out?
Yeah.
That's your vocabulary word for today. Blow someone's brains out. Did she know? Did she know before what was going to happen? You mean before she came into the house?
Yeah.
Yes, she knew before. It's yes and no.
Yeah.
It's yes and no. It's both. Both. Yes and no. Yes, she knew about him blowing his brains out. But no, she didn't know what was going to happen. So it's both yes and no. I can't really answer yes or no. It's both.
Okay.
Does that help?
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Who's next? Venan? Next. Try to gather clues, gather evidence. Think strategically. What can you find out about the room? What can you find out about the people? How did they look? Where were they standing? Go for it, Venan.
Okay, can I answer later because I didn't follow? Yeah, it's a little bit choppy here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, you want me to clarify anything in the mystery?
Next one.
But can you see the screen okay, Venan?
Yeah, I can see.
All right. So you want me to come back to you?
Yeah, come back
So
to me
say,
later. Yeah.
so the magic word is pass. Okay, passing to Lena.
Okay, I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Was the main reason? I mean, just did she read something in the mail that caused her to kill her husband?
Oh, she didn't kill her husband. She
No.
did. On the way to the kitchen, she went through the living room and looked at her husband, who had blown his brains out.
He shot him.
Yeah, he killed himself.
Okay, I misunderstood it.
Mm. Maybe that changes things. The question is, how could she just come into the house with the groceries and make dinner, right? And remember, on the way to the kitchen, she looked at her husband, so she knew what happened, and she just ignored him and went to the kitchen. How is it possible? Are you ready or pass?
I just did she know that he was dead?
Did she know that he was dead?
Probably she was thinking that she was sleeping or having a nap.
No, the answer is yes. She absolutely knew that he was dead. She was no doubt about it. Jose, number 3.
Yes. Did he have any problem with her?
Did he have any problem with her? Did he have a problem with her? The answer is both yes and no. Yes, he had a problem with her in the past. And no, because you said, did he have any problem with her? So no, the answer is yes. No, the answer is yes. Yes, he had a problem with her.
Yes.
They had a difficult relationship. Yes, it's true, Jose. Yes. Giancarlo, number 4.
Was he jealous?
Was he jealous? Was he jealous of her? Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I think that's a good guess. Yeah, he was jealous. But it doesn't help, does it? Frank, number 5.
Did he do anything else before she came home?
Did he do anything else before she came home? Is that right?
Did the woman
Oh, did
do
she?
anything else before came home?
Before she came home, yeah? Not he, but did she do anything else, right? Did I write your question correctly, Frank?
Yes, now you are talking.
Did I write it correctly, Frank? Did she do anything else?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And the answer is yes, of course. Yeah, she went shopping. She went shopping. She had the groceries.
Anything else? Not just shopping.
She went shopping. Yeah. She was at work. She was at work earlier. Yeah, she did her normal day earlier.
Just normal thing.
It was a normal day. Absolutely. Wow. We're not close at all. We're not close at all yet.
Can I give one more question?
Go for it.
Yeah, did she receive a mail from her husband?
She received a mail. Did she receive mail from her husband? Mail from her. Oh my God, I can't write. Husband. And the answer is no. It would have been impossible. It would have been impossible to receive mail from her husband. Does that help? Any other questions before we go into round 2?
I have one
Go
more.
for it.
Is her husband really dead? But I mean, if she had seen him really in the floor, or maybe he was dead before, years ago or something like that.
Was he dead before she came home that day?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
Okay, so on to round 2. Round 2 is where you get to ask each other questions, and I stay out of it. Okay, so to speculate about what happened, I want you to form a question and then discuss it. Okay, so for example, the obvious question is what happened. So there's question number 1 for you. So now you decide as a group. You can also ask further questions.
I think that he has a high relationship with another woman. Could be.
I'm staying out of the discussion. It's up to the 5 of you to decide. When you speculate, I would like you to ask a follow-up question if you can. Let's see if we can get 5 WH questions on the board. Okay? So what do you think about Jose's idea?
I don't think so. If he had a relationship with other women, that doesn't mean that he would shoot himself. There are a lot of men who have relationships with other females, yes, and they don't shoot themselves.
That's true. That's true. But the question is, why didn't she notice that he had blown his brains out when she went to the kitchen? That's the question in the mystery. Have we solved that already? Have we solved that problem, class? So let me put that on the board.
No.
Why did she notice that he had blown his Brains. Ah! Out. Why didn't she notice he had blown his brains out?
But she didn't notice it, or she know it, she knew it.
Well, that's the question. So what's your hypothesis? What's your hypothesis, Sandra? What's your guess?
Yeah, I think that if she had came 2 months before to home,
Right.
the situations would have been the same. I mean, maybe she was staring at a photography or something like this, but she knew at this moment that her husband was dead 1 year or 1 month before, and then
Okay.
it's gonna be all normal in this situation.
So you are solving our mystery then. So what you've got to do here is you've got to use a second or third conditional. Well, actually here you're going to use a third conditional to explain your idea. And remember, if I had played my dog's birthday last lottery, I would have won. That's your form. So I want you to explain what happened using the third condition, Sandra. Go for it.
If she had arrived arrived 1 month before to her home
She had arrived home.
Yeah.
1 month before.
Yeah.
She would, could, might, should.
She would have acted the same way.
She would have acted the same way. Interesting. Okay, why is that?
Because her husband was dead time ago, not this morning or.
Because her husband had died.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Okay, you almost got it. Okay. Anything else you want to add? By the way, let's say just a quick hello to Alonso, who's joining us now. Hello, Alonso. Welcome to class.
Hello, John. How are you?
I'm very good. Okay, we just basically solved our first mystery. There's going to be another one, though. So hang tight for a minute. So, class, or Sandra, there's just one missing piece of information.
She had he was looking at a photography of him.
Looking at a photograph. Class, did Sandra solve the mystery? You think she got it? Let's see what the class thinks. No one has an opinion?
No way.
Hello?
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think she got it?
No, because it's confusing. So, blow out someone's brain is shot them. What do you mean by that? Because it is not clear for me. So, she was angry. She was dead. I mean, he was dead. He was angry. He was. It is not clear for me when you mention someone's brain out.
Let's clarify. Let's clarify it right now. Hold on a second.
Please.
Move this down. Okay, so a woman came home with a bag of groceries, got the mail, walked into the house. On the way to the kitchen, she went through the living room and looked at her husband, who had blown his brains out. That means he had shot himself in the head, and he was dead. Then she continued to the kitchen, put away the groceries, and made dinner for her kids. They ate it, and they laughed.
Okay, literally, he shot himself?
Yes, literally, he shot himself. He's dead.
Was he on the floor? Or wherever?
He wasn't on the floor. I think Sandra almost got it right. He wasn't on the floor. So can I tell you the answer? Can I tell you the answer?
Yes, please.
Yes.
The solution is the man killed himself. Let me fix this so you can see it. The man killed himself a while ago, It's his ashes in the urn on the mantelpiece that his wife is looking at. So, Sandra, you win
Oh,
the cookie.
almost, yeah.
Almost. It's the ashes in an urn. And by the way, what is an urn? You'll see it in just a second. I'll put it on the screen. This is what she was looking at when she came home. Can you see it? Oh, let's make it a little bigger. There you go. That's what she was looking at. It's her husband. He's on the mantelpiece in one of those. Because it didn't say, I never said when he blew his brains out. I just said he blew his brains out. So the real story is that he committed suicide probably years ago, and she had his ashes. So she made dinner and ate dinner with the kids and laughed because this happened long ago. Sandra, you win the cookie for today, the magic cookie.
Yoo-hoo.
Congratulations. Fantastic. Okay,
I have a question.
go for it.
If the man was still alive, what would he do firstly?
What would he do? I don't know. Wait a second. I don't know what he would do if he was alive. Maybe he'd have dinner with them. Hey, by the way, what's a mantelpiece? Let's take a look. This is a mantelpiece. You have a fireplace? Lena, do you have a fireplace in your house?
No, I don't.
Take a look. This is what a mantelpiece looks like. It's on top of the fireplace. Can you see it? And if you look at this picture, you can even see some things on top of the mantle. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you. Can you see there's like a vase on top of the mantle here? So that's a mantelpiece.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you very much.
And I think in one of these pictures there's even an urn on top of the mantle too. Over here. Yeah. Here you can even see no, it's not an urn, it's a vase. But okay. There's a clock on the mantle and there's a vase. So that's it. Fantastic. Okay. That's the first one. But there's more. I want to give you my favorite one because I don't think any of you were in this class a year ago, the last time I did this. I want to give you my absolutely favorite one. Give me a second here. I have to find it. Give me a second here. Make sure that I say this right. Wording is everything here. Here it is. All right. I'm going to give you this one. Yeah, here it is. Let me make sure that, yep, here it is. Okay. So, this is, give me a second here. Okay, new one. Here we go. Let's call this today's second mystery. Today's bonus mystery. This is a bonus mystery, a special one for Mr. Alfonso, who's joining us late. That way, you'll get a chance to play the game. Here we go. Mr. Alfonso, would you like to read the bonus mystery for today?
Okay. Um, um, a man lives on the 12th floor of an apartment building. Every morning he takes the elevator down to the lobby and leaves the building. In the evening he gets into the elevator, and if there is someone else in the elevator, or if it was raining that day, he goes back to his floor directly. However, if there is nobody else in the elevator and it hasn't rained, he goes to the 10th floor and walks up two flights of stairs to his room.
And the question is, why does he have to, not have to, but why does he walk? Why does he walk if it rains, or if there's no one else, or if there is no one else in the elevator? That's the question. Elevator. So that's the mystery. That's the mystery. Remember, 3 rounds. Round 1, let's put it here. Whoops. Round 1 is yes and no. I'm not going to write the questions this time, only because I think it's going to take too long. So I'm just going to have you speak. Round 1 is yes and no questions. Round 2, you speculate by asking each other some open questions like what happened, why did this happen, etc. And round 3, you make a guess using a hypothetical, a third conditional. Let's start with round 1.
Okay. I have to do a sentence.
You have to ask a yes or no question, and your goal is to try to gather evidence. You need to find the clues. Let me give you an example. You can say a question. It's not acceptable to say, well, why did the man walk up the stairs on those days? I can't answer that. Yeah. But if you say, was the man wearing shoes? I could say, yes, he was.
Okay. For example, is the elevator work well?
Is the elevator working well?
Working well?
The answer is yes. The elevator is working perfectly. Frank, next question. What do you think? By the way, if there's any questions about the mystery, I'll help you. I will help clarify it. If there's any questions about what's actually going on in the room or whatever, just ask. Okay? So let me put it on the screen there. Okay, Frank, you're up.
Is there any punishment for people who take the elevator in these days?
Is there a punishment for people who take the elevator? Is that it?
These days.
Interesting. Have you ever been in a building where they punish you for taking the elevator?
Yes, I have been just one building.
Oh my God.
If you take the elevator, you will be charged for...
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I get it. Yeah. They'll charge you. Very good. That's true. Yes. In this case, no. There is no charge. There is no punishment. There's no nothing. Not? I don't know. That's for round 2. Giancarlo, you're up.
Okay. Does he suffer from a mental disorder?
No, he doesn't. He's perfectly sane. In fact, he's a genius. He's a genius. He's got a good job. He's perfectly sane. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of friends, but there's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with his mind. He's okay. Good question. Good question. Yes. Good strategic question. Jose.
Did he have problems with the neighborhood?
Did he have problems with the neighborhood? No, because he's a very rich man. He lives in a penthouse apartment. He doesn't have to deal with the neighbors. He's got a very expensive apartment. It's noise protected. So no, he's living the good life. No problems with the neighbors. He lives on 5th Avenue in a penthouse. Good question though. Lena.
I just wonder if he lives there secretly, or does he own this apartment, or probably just he lives in somebody else's apartment? Probably he is something. Okay.
Is he sneaking into his house? Is that it?
Yeah.
No, he's not sneaking into his house. In fact, not only is he not sneaking into his house, I'd say that he's actually he's probably pretty well known because he's a rich guy. Now, maybe he chooses to live in a building. Maybe he doesn't like people. Maybe he chooses to live in a building that has no doorman, and there's no doorman at the door. and there's, maybe he doesn't like to be bothered. Okay, but he's definitely not sneaking into his apartment. Definitely not. And flights is, I don't know how to say it in Spanish, but in Portuguese it's andares. In Spanish it's or piso. I don't know how to say it in Spanish. What do you call the parts of the building? You got the first floor, the second floor, the third floor. Each of those has a flight of stairs. So the flight of stairs is the connection between the first floor, the second floor, the third floor. The connection of the stairs. Is that
Okay.
clear? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure. It's
yeah.
okay.
Sandra, you're up.
Okay. So, should I make a question?
Why? Have you figured it out?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. So yes. A yes, no question.
Okay. So, what were there two elevators which connect the building, or was only one?
Only one.
I mean, okay.
Only one. Ooh. Are we ready for round 2, or do you have more questions for me? Any other questions?
I have more questions.
Frank, go for it.
Does his run under 24 hours surveillance?
Is his room under 24 hours surveillance? He's not a criminal. He's not a criminal, Frank. He's a relatively normal guy. Relatively normal.
Maybe he just break out from his room.
Maybe. But listen, Frank, his room is not under surveillance. But listen, even if it was under surveillance, what does that have to do with the rain? Right? Because it's when it's raining.
Maybe it's a very good opportunity to break out from his room. Okay.
Maybe. Let me make sure that I didn't miss anything in my description here. A man lives on the 12th floor apartment. Good. Every morning he takes the elevator down to the lobby and leaves the building. Good. In the evening he gets into the elevator, and if there's someone else in the elevator, or if it was raining, he goes back to his floor directly. I don't have to say back. He goes to his floor directly. However, if there is nobody else in the elevator and it hasn't rained, I can say here, or it hasn't rained, he goes to the 10th floor and walks up 2 flights of stairs to his room. Okay, yeah, everything's good. Okay. So, he's not under surveillance. What happened? What?
The article is out of order.
The article is out of order. You mean my text?
Yes.
My text is in order. Okay. Any other yes/no questions before we start to speculate?
I have a question.
Go for it, Hans.
I was wondering if the man need to do exercise.
Does the man need exercise? Well, the answer is no, he's not in good shape, but that's why he walks to work. When he leaves his apartment, he walks to work or whatever. But does he need to do exercise? No more than I need to do exercise. Wow, nobody's even close yet. Nobody's even close. Oh my God.
And maybe he need to see the light. He like the weather when it's well.
Oh, now you're getting close. Oh, there you go. So ask me that as a question, Alfonso. Now you're getting somewhere. You're getting warmer. What about the weather? What about what he likes? What is it?
Does the man like or enjoy the sun or the weather when it's warm?
The answer to that is no. No, he likes it when it rains for a very specific reason. Because he's a fish. No, I'm just kidding. He's not a fish. He likes it when it rains Because, well, there's a very specific reason. Oh, look at that. Now we're getting warmer. Oh, now we're getting warmer, class. He
Yeah,
likes it when it rains.
I think I'm close. Did he need the umbrella for something specific?
Does he need an umbrella?
Yeah.
Does he need an umbrella for something specific? Absolutely.
Okay.
When it rains, you need an umbrella.
Okay.
So has anyone figured it out besides Sandra? Okay, let me ask you a question. What does the man look like? Giancarlo. What does the man look like? Sandra, you be quiet. So Giancarlo, what does the man look like?
I'm thinking about it. And then he gets into the maybe he's I think he's I mean physically, you are talking about physically?
Yeah.
Maybe thin, in good shape.
Maybe thin, maybe in good shape. Okay. Jose, what does the man look like? Is he thin in good shape? What do you think, Jose?
I don't know.
Lena, what does the man look like?
You told that he's something like a celebrity, that a lot of people know him.
Yeah, because he's probably got a lot of money, so he's kind of well known. Yeah.
He has a lot of money, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Any other guesses? Because I'm going to go to Sandra, who's figured it out. Sandra, what does he look like?
Okay, I think he's
Wait.
too
What does it look like? Give me the
Small.
shortest. Small.
Yeah.
You
he
are
needs something
correct.
else. Yeah. See, he needs something else to put the button on the or the umbrella, I think.
The double cookie prize for Sandra. Congratulations. So, has anyone ever seen the TV show Game of Thrones?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes,
never seen
sure.
this show.
Do you mean
No.
Tyrion?
Say again? Again, Lena?
Do you mean this draw? Yes, this actor who plays Veron of it's Tyrion or
Tyrion Lannister,
Tyrion.
yes. It's the guy from Game of Thrones. What's his name? I forgot his name now. Solution. Tyrion Lannister. There's your solution.
Okay.
Yes, it's clear.
Oh my god, I forgot his name. Hold on a second. What is his name? Tyrion Lan. Here you go. It's this guy. He's kind of famous. Here he is. I forgot his name though. Oh my god, what's the actor's name? Give me a second. I gotta find his name. This is killing me. What is his name? I gotta go to IMDb. Hold on a second. Give me a second here, because it's bothering me. Because I know his name and I'm totally blanking on his name. Peter Dinklage. That's it. How could I have forgotten? Exactly. Peter Dinklage. It's Peter Dinklage's house. No, it doesn't have to be him, but it's someone. And so, Sandra, what does he do with the umbrella?
Reach the button.
He can't reach the 12th floor, right?
Yeah,
So
only
he,
the
so,
10th.
so
Yeah.
only when it rains can he get home. And that is the mystery solved. The mystery of the man on the 12th floor. He is a midget. We don't say midget, by the way. That's politically incorrect. Now we say he is a small person. Or, no, I think they say little people. He is a little person. Is the politically correct term. He can't reach the upper elevator buttons, but he can ask people to push them for him. That's why if someone else is in the elevator, he can get home. He can also push them with his umbrella. Okay? Oops. And this doesn't matter. These are some other clues. Congratulations, everyone. And we didn't use our third conditional in that particular case, but that's okay. We had fun. You could have said, if he had a walking stick with him, he might have been able to go to the 12th floor. There's your third conditional. So don't forget your conditionals. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you know some conditionals. Now you know yes and no questions. Now you know some open WH questions. And now you know 2 conditional mysteries solved. Come back next Friday for a completely different language game.
Okay.
I'm going to change them every week. And I'm going to try to pick out one thing that I saw people having trouble with during the week. I'm going to turn it into a game that we play at the end of the week. This week it was conditionals. Who knows what it'll be next week. Bye for now, everyone. See you soon. Have a great weekend.
Bye bye. The same to you.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.